What did your child write that made the teacher call you immediately? My mom unalived someone and buried them in our backyard. I was mid-Zoom meeting when the school number flashed across my phone. I muted myself, expecting the usual. Emma forgot her inhaler, maybe a scraped knee, but instead, I got Principal Winters, voice stiff like she'd rehearsed it. Mrs. Chen, I'm calling about Emma's creative writing assignment. She wrote a very detailed story about you, unaliving a man and burying him under the rose bushes in your yard. I swear my soul left my body for a second. She wrote what? She included specific descriptions. It's district policy to follow up on any assignment that suggests exposure to violence. I'm a pediatric nurse, I said, my voice climbing. I save lives. We'd just like to speak in person. Emma seems quite certain of the details. I canceled my meetings and sped straight to the school. Emma always had a vivid imagination, but this was something else. When I got there, she was sitting in the office like it was recess, legs swinging, totally unbothered. Principal Winters handed me her story. 3 pages of crayoned mayhem and cheerful horror. Apparently, I had stabbed a bad man with garden shears for bothering our house, dug a hole at midnight, and buried him under the rose bushes. There was even a full-color diagram with an X marked dead center in our flower bed. Emma, I said, trying to keep my voice level. Why would you write this? She blinked up at me with that deadly kind of child logic. It was for our My Hero assignment. I picked you. My brain short-circuited. Honey, I've never hurt anyone. Why would you say that? Because I heard you tell Aunt Jen on the phone, she said, very proud of herself. You said you finally took care of that persistent problem and he wouldn't bother us anymore. You said the roses would grow better because of him. Oh my God. I remembered it instantly. Last summer we had a mole ruining our garden. I tried all the humane traps. Nothing worked. I finally caught the little thing and relocated it to a park. Sweaty, covered in dirt. I told Emma it was our little secret until Dad got home. Mostly because he'd failed to catch the mole for weeks, and I wanted the win. You said not to tell Dad, remember? Emma added, eyes wide. I thought it was like a serious adult secret. That serious adult secret now had me halfway to a police interview. I pulled up photos of our mangled garden and the mole traps, explained everything to Emma and Principal Winters. Not a murder, just pest control. So, you didn't unalive a bad man? Emma asked, almost disappointed. No, sweetie. I relocated a tiny garden terrorist. On the drive home, I called my husband. Once he stopped gasping with laughter, he managed. Only our daughter could turn a mole relocation into a felony confession. That evening, Emma and I rewrote her hero essay together. Still about me, but now I was a compassionate nurse and a defender of gardens. She even added a line about saving lives, unless you're a mole. Are you mad at me? She asked right before bedtime. Of course not, I said, hugging her. Then she added, but in my friend's favorite movie, the mom unalives a bad guy to protect her family. And I realized the only thing scarier than a child's imagination is how well they listen.